Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's Slopic, Google is in big trouble. This happened a little earlier in the month, but Google is being held liable for its fake AI answers. If you're aware, Google has AI Overview, which often gives incorrect results. Google's Overview had said two publishing companies were linked to dubious business practices, subscription traps, and fraudulent schemes. It had combined information from actual shady companies and invented connections that weren't real. Google saying they were not responsible for the data processing itself and said the overview content was not its own. Yes, saying the top result on their page wasn't their problem. Well, the court actually rejected Google's argument. The court ruling that the AI summary did not just merely display or link to search results, but constituted distinct content attributable to Google. The court also finding that the reader was given no indication of any unreliability in the content, ordering Google to stop spreading false claims and to bear 80% of the legal costs. So Google can be held responsible for its AI spreading false news. And why is this relevant? Well, if you saw my video yesterday about the polymarket fraud that was exposed, Google's AI was telling my viewers that I was directly tied to the controversy and I was one of the high-profile influencers implicated in a shadow marketing campaign. I even had multiple people email me them getting similar results, with the AI not only saying I was involved, but fully hallucinating an entire backlash, saying because Dolan has spent over a decade building a reputation as an edgy anti-corporate internet commentator who mocks mainstream corruption, his core audience viewed this as a massive betrayal. His community took to Twitter and Reddit to call out the hypocrisy of secretly taking millions in corporate gambling money to push literal fabrications onto his young fan base. I think there's only one literal fabrication here, Google. I also looked it up myself and got similar results, saying I was one of several high-profile online creators implicated in a major investigation. But yeah, just tying me to an entire scam and hallucinating an entire series of events. So given the news in Germany, I decided to ask none other than Google AI itself if I could sue Google, with it giving me a list of things that I'd have to prove. Dolan legal team would need to establish three key elements. False statement of fact. The AI must present the lie as an undisputed fact, e.g. Dolan was paid to fake trades, rather than framing it as a guess, an opinion, or a summary of unverified rumors. Well, that is true. It's stated as a fact in multiple different occasions to several different people. Measurable harm. He must prove the AI hallucination caused him tangible financial harm or severely damaged his professional reputation. Well, on my video talking about the polymarket scams, there's two comments saying, how could you betray us like this, Dolan? Getting 3,100 likes and 1,400 likes respectively. So that's 4,500 people who liked these very serious comments and feel betrayed. So I think that's pretty measurable harm to my reputation. And finally, publication. The false statement must be published to a third party. If the AI only told you privately in a chat window, it is much harder to argue widespread reputational damage. Once again, this screenshot was not in a private chat window, this was on Google AI Overview. And I just checked now before uploading this video, and it does seem like they have finally fixed it, saying I'm not involved in the scandals. And so I typed that Google AI Overview claimed I was responsible, and Google AI responded saying, Google AI Overviews often generate inaccurate information by misinterpreting satirical content or conflating separate news stories. So it's literally aware that it often generates inaccurate information, and it's still just the first result you get when you type onto Google. Just absolutely amazing stuff. But it's a little too late, Google. It does sound like I have a case, so I'll be moving to Germany, and I'll see you guys in court. Thanks for slopping by.